Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing? So let's have a look at something I've been trying to explain to you. So I don't want us to postpone this. I want us to hit the ground running. I want us to get started immediately. So there's something, a group was created and also a channel was created for this. Like we call this financial marathon for 2026. Okay, and we're starting it as soon as possible. So basically, this is what is going to happen. Um, I want to demonstrate to you, it might look theoretical, but I'll give you some data that makes it look realistic to you. Okay, so I want to talk about how you can move from 500,000 capital to multi-million naira in capital, in profit. So it's more like a challenge that you're going to be starting, like starting with 500K to growing to like 100 million, 200 million in the next 8 years. Okay. And this is possible. Okay. This is possible. So let us have a look at this. You may be asking questions like, come on, what are you talking about? How can that be possible? Look, this is not Ponzi scheme. Okay, this is not Ponzi scheme. This is not Operation Double Double kind of. No, it's not like that. So this is pure financial market investing. Okay, and you need to have confidence in the system first. That's number one thing. You need to have confidence in the system. Then you also need to understand the underlying risk. Okay, then you need to have a strong ball. Your ball needs to be strong. Okay, meaning that you need to have a good risk appetite for this to work, because it's going to involve compounding at some point. You have to compound. Okay, so and if you have to compound, you need to have that patience to make that compounding to work. All right. So let us now get started. Okay, let's say I'm gonna say, let me rename this and say, okay, let me just come here. Say financial, okay, let's say financial marathon. Marathon 2026. Okay, so let me adjust this and make it make sense. So I can now say starting starting capital could be 500k naira. All right, are we on track? So now, how do you now gain access to 6M naira? You know, call this leverage. Okay, or you can say it is community leverage. Yeah, that makes sense. So, but before we proceed, have a look at this. Don't forget that we started an experiment, you know, with this algorithm, which is Ijakadi Trading Algorithm. Don't forget that. So it was an experiment with 100 bucks, and after the end of that experiment, of course, nobody's going to be trading this capital anymore. It doesn't make sense. So, look at its performance in the last how many days now? Let me check the calendar. So this has been the win rate. The win rate so far has been like 52.17%. Daily, this is daily win rate actually, not the actual, not the total win rate. So if you check, it has entered 80 trades, it has got 27 trades. It has made this as profits and this in percentage. All right. So if you scroll down now, you see that the first week was in loss, total loss was 7.7. Then the second week it made profit of 44.59. Then the third week, 7.31 loss. Then this is the fourth week, remaining 3 days now. And so far it has done like 13.32, right? So you can see. So if you switch this to okay, this is the monthly, this is November, as you can see, 80 trades so far. And this is year to date. All right. So it's not performing badly. Okay. Let's even say it has done like 50% in the last 3 to 4 weeks. So today's makes it like day what? Okay, day 22, 22, 22nd day. It has been trading. It started from here till this point. Okay, and it is 90 days marathon. Okay, so and so far so good. It has actually done so well. That has already outperformed any asset you can think of: Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold. It has outperformed them in the last 1 month, as you can see. So based on this, and also based on the past performance of other versions of the algorithms that are here, talking about the V1.9, it did 93% on this particular account, as you can see. So, and this is the current one. This is the V1.9.1, as you can see. It has done like crazy run. Okay, it is here to close this particular trade here. So by the time it closes this trade now, I think the performance will improve more than what it's like, what you're seeing now. So you can see. So if you check the trade reports, it will give you more data. Okay, to give more data, then you're able to see the actual win rates, which is this. Okay, the win rate is 35.4, which is more than enough than what you need. Okay, it's more than enough than what we need. Even at 20% win rate, you're still going to make some cool profit from it. So if you click on this 90 days study challenge, there's a trade linked to it. Okay, there's a trade linked to it, which this is the trade here. So you can see, right? So you can see when that trade was made around November 9th till now. Okay, so later on, maybe after this month, the trade will be updated in real time on Forex Factory platform. So now the essence now is, if V1.9 has done over 90% since May till now, okay, so you can divide this. Okay, let me copy this and paste it here. Okay, good. So you can say, okay, let's say 93 divided by, that is June, July, August, September, October, divided by 6. So let me put out the calculator here and have a look at what it looks like. So that is 96 divided by 6, which is what? Okay, this is 15.5%, right? Which is 15.5%. Okay, monthly ROI. Okay, let's say average. Let's make it average. Average monthly ROI. So then V1.8 has done 60%. Yeah. So we'll say 60 divided by, I think it'll be above 60%. 60 divided by, between May and now, 60 divided by 6 is equals to what? That is straight 12%. Right? Okay, that is, let me just copy this. There's no time to. So average, sure you can see that. Average. Does that make sense to you now? So then the V2.1, I think that one has done okay. It had some pullbacks recently. It's on 48% now. Okay, 48. That's 48 divided by 6 between May and now. Not even between May and now, self. Between, I think, September, October, November. Let's say 3 months. Yeah, that's 3 months. It's not 6 months. Okay, because it was launched recently. Okay, that's that. What would that be? Okay, let's divide it. Let's divide it. So let's say 48 divided by what? By 3. Okay, that's what? That's 16. Good. That's 16% average on synthetics indices. So we paste this here. So and currently the V1.9 that is being tested now, let's say it has done, according to it has done like 50%, or let me even check this again. Let's say 52 points. Let's say 52%. Okay, 52%. Okay, divided by 1, right? 52%. Okay, average. But let us say in the worst case, okay, let's say worst case, let's say you are getting like 20% from this. Okay, so that not put our hope so high. Right? So then the V 2.0, which is still being developed, and it will enter market very soon. But that one, you can easily get 10% on a monthly basis. It caps the market so well. Okay, so let's say we are getting 10% from it. Or okay, let people say we are getting 5%. Okay, let's say we're getting 5% from that. Or we should just exclude it. Since it has not actually traded for a longer period, let's exclude it. So averagely, so if you allocate your capital along all the available algorithms, so averagely what you have is you have 15.5 plus 12 plus 16, okay, then plus what? Plus 20. I don't know what that's going to give us. Let me try it out. Okay, but we can even do it mentally without, you can do it mentally, but I don't want us to waste time. Okay, so look at this. So, yeah, what is that answer? It says 43.5, right? That is the answer. Okay, that's good. Is that the answer? No, let us type it manually. Okay, let's say, let me move it to this point. So let me say 15.5 plus 12, okay, plus 16, then plus what? Plus 20. All right. So that's now divided by 4. Okay, that is if you split it, like divide by across all the 4 assets, right? So that is 15.87. So that is equals to what? 15.8. Let us approximate it percentage across all the versions of the algorithm. I'm adding somewhere. You see it now. Okay. So that is the average, right? So now this is now get us to the question like, okay, how will 5k capital now work? How do we now grow this 5k capital? This is not making sense though. Okay. Now let's say the current exchange rates. Okay, current rates is equals to 1461 per USD. That's the current rate. So meaning that your 500 is equivalent to 500 divided by, so 500, yes, divided by 1461. So let us go back to our calculator and divide that in real time. So you save your 500, then divided by 1461. So that will give you 322.23, right? Let's approximate that to 343. Yeah. So approximate to 343. Okay. I think that makes sense, right? So let us continue that calculation. Okay, because in finance, you cannot run away from calculation. It's not possible. It is not possible. But these are basic mathematics, anyways. So let's say the first. So what you're going to do is you join. Is it thrift they call it? Okay, join savings club. Okay, join savings club. So you guys are aware that Jeco Hub have something like this that can help you to achieve this, anyways. So you join the savings club. So when you get that savings club, this is how it works. It works like a cycle. Okay, if that savings club that you must join, okay, duration, okay, it must last for like a year. Duration will be 12 months, right? 12 months, 12 months savings cycle. Okay, that's a cycle. You know what I mean, right? Cycle. So now it means that if, and total number of participants equals to 12. It was 12 people in that club, okay, to complete that cycle. So if each person is bringing 500, okay, so that is savings per cycle equals to 500, then multiply by, let me use this one. Where's multiplication key? I can't see it. Anyways, I'll use this one. Multiply by 12, which is equals to 6m. You get it? So every month there is a new cycle every month. Every month. So if you are the first person to get, so of course that is what you are going to lobby for. That's the secret to everything. That is what you must lobby for. You must lobby for that number one slot by every means possible. Like even if you have to beg for it, beg for it. Right? So if you are the first person that they give you this, so lobby for, lobby for first savings circle, okay, to receive 6, to receive what? Yeah, to receive 6 naira. Is it making sense to you now? Okay. So if you convert this, this is going to give you 343. Don't forget our calculation. Multiply by 12 because it is 343 per month. Multiply by 12. That is in USD value, isn't it? And this should give us what? Let's go back to our calculator and say, let's say 343 multiplied by 12. How much did that give to you? That will give you 4,116. Cool. So that is 4,116. That is what you have. Okay, that's what you have. So if this is what you have, and you already have access to these trading algorithms, right? And you split your capital, there is a way you allocate your capital that will ensure that you achieve these results. All right. I think I've talked about this in previous live streams that we had about Ijakadi Trading Algorithm, isn't it? So what you do is, if this is your monthly average, don't forget this. Okay, let me align this to be black. Then this one can now be like green to make it visible. Yeah, makes sense. So this is it. This is what you have as, which is now equals to your capital. Let's say you receive this in December, first day of December, because it's monthly store. This is your capital, and you're now making 15.8% average. Okay, average. Okay, of this 4116. Okay, let's check it out. That would be like no, come on. That would be like 0. If not to do percentage calculation, 0.158 multiply. Sorry, I made a mistake there. Or let's say 15.15. What am I pressing? 15.8%. I don't know. Let's try this. Let's try this approach. So if you do percentage calculation in school, this site works. Okay, then divided by 100. Yeah. What's that going to give you? Then multiply by 4116. Okay. So that is 650 per month. Okay. That's good. 650 on average per month. That's how much you're making per month, isn't it? Good. So every month, okay, every month, you will withdraw, because this is how much you are giving to your guys, isn't it? So you take it out, able to convert to naira and give it to them. Okay, they don't care where the money is coming from. They don't care, do they? No, they don't care. So this is what you do. So you give that back to them and say, okay, uh, every month you withdraw this. You withdraw what? You withdraw three. Okay, let's say withdraw 400. Use the remaining balance. So you withdraw 400. You know, contributes. They contribute to the savings cycle. Okay, saving cycle. So if you take out 500, then you have something like this. You have 400 minus what? Minus 343. Okay, then that will give you like let's say 67, extra 67, right? 67. So let me close that bracket. So then what happen is you keep, okay, so use that 67, use 67 USD for your monthly upkeep, right? Are you getting now? For your monthly upkeep. That makes sense, isn't it? So then you use 343 for your monthly contribution. Please don't default. Okay, they've helped you enough. Don't ever default. You need to have a very strong record, so that a strong record and strong repetition so that can help you some other time too. So now what you are going to be having left for that month is 650 minus 400. So you still have extra 250. Okay, so you can take out the remaining 250 in that month and keep it safely. Okay, keep it safely in your private wallet. Simple. So the essence of keeping this is because it becomes a reserve. You're reserving a reserve. You're reserving this just in case maybe there's a particular month and we are experiencing some, though it's going to be very rare, and we experience some drawdown. Okay, because the truth is, if version 1.8 is not doing it, others will do it. If 1.9 is not doing it, others will do. That is the essence of diversifying your portfolio into the different algorithms. Does that make sense to you now? So know how something must happen. So, but you still have this reserve. Okay, so let's say reserve this. Okay, let's say monthly reserve. Okay, monthly reserve could be this. Let me just copy and paste. Copy, then paste it. Okay, so every month this is how it will keep growing. It will keep growing. So that at the end of 10 months, if there is no need to use it, you have like 2005 in that reserve. Okay, you have 25 in that reserve. So if you have 25 in that reserve, okay, know how you will not default. Okay, even if you have 1K in that reserve, it will be difficult to decide to default. Okay, so you keep going. So as you keep going, if at the end of the year you do not need to use this reserve at all, then it becomes yearly profit for you. Okay, it becomes yearly profit, and that becomes 250 multiplied by 12. So if you multiply by 12, should be around 2,750. But let's confirm that. I want to use my mental so that I will not make mistakes. So let's say 250 multiplied by maybe 2007, I don't know, by 12. What should that be? Oh, thank God we are wrong. 3,000. Good. So despite paying, so you have like equals to 3K. Make sense? Yeah. So the essence now is, despite that you are taking extra 67, keeping for yourself, then you are using 3 for that monthly cycle contribution, right? They are able to keep 250, and that 250 has grown to 3,000. So that 3,000 at the end of that year, okay, you have this plus your capital. So you now have a new capital equals 4116 plus 3,000. Mado, crazy, isn't it? Which is equals to 7116. Amazing, amazing. So it means that you have been able to use that capital judiciously. It's as simple as that. Okay, you have been able to use it judiciously, and that is pretty much amazing, right? So the next step is, at the end of that year, clap for yourself. Take out this one and clap for yourself. Use it as you wish. So let us now make it 7,000. Okay, no. So spoil yourself with this 116. Convert that to Naira and spoil yourself with it. So latest, okay, latest capital becomes 7K. Nice one. Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. So after that, what are you going to do? So the next thing to do after that is this. Listen and listen attentively. So at the end of 2026, by 2027, this is what you've got. Okay, so you now start compounding this. Okay, you start compounding this at the rate of 10%. So that even if you make 15% a month, you use 5% to take care of your bills. Okay, so now let's say, how much is 15.8% of 7K? If you still maintain that steez. Okay, so let's go back to our calculator and ask our calculator. So that is 0.158. Don't forget percentage calculation, multiply by 7,000. Okay, on a monthly basis, you are going to be having 106 1,000 plus on a monthly basis. Okay, so but that is expected monthly profit. Yeah, is 1,106. Mad oh. Some of you want to go and buy house in the village. Stop that. This is not the plan. It's not part of our plan. It makes no. I wanted to use the F word. It makes no sense. So if you are compounding, so let us now go back to this. Don't forget that you are compounding at this is what it will give to you at 15.8%. Okay, so but the compounding is done. Okay, so compounding, oh, sorry, I don't know how to spell this thing very well. Compounding is done with 10%. You don't have to suffer because of compound. It makes no sense, right? So which is equivalent of maybe 700 when you're just getting started. Okay, 7%. So once you hit your 10%, anything on top of that once you hit your 10%, anything on top that 10%, you shave it off. Okay, you're not here to just slave away. Doesn't make sense. So now let us now go back. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. So this is my favorite calculator. It says compounding Interest calculator. I think I like this. There is a particular one that I love to use so much. Okay, yeah, this one. This is the one. So when you are compounding with this, okay, now you have 7,000. Don't forget that you started with 500. You started with other people's money. Your 500, your algo license, and your brain and your patience. Yes, that is what you started with. So, and this is, we are having like 10% on a monthly basis. That's the goal. Okay, the frequency is okay, is monthly. Okay, is monthly for 1 year. That is 12 monthly, 12 months a year, right? Then for how long? When you compound after 3 years, this is how much you have. There's no deposit, so you are not making extra deposits again, right? So no extra deposit. Let us now go. Let's go there. Okay. So at the end of 3 years, this is what you have. Okay, 3 years. Now, what do you have at the end of 5 years? That's going to be crazy. This is what you have at the end of 5 years. Guys, are you ready for this? Oh my God. So it is done for you on a yearly basis. In the first year, that is the end of 2027, this is what you have. Okay. The end of 2028, this is what you have. 2029, you have this. 2030, you have this. Then welcome to 2031. Crazy. Then, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. So, millionaire by 2031. Okay. Then, retire your father, mother, and yourself. Okay, and yourself. So, and this is how the growth is, and yourself with this. Oh my God, I can't type it very well. Anyways, let me go and type it. Let me go and check it again. Close. I don't like this. 2.13. Okay, let's say 2.13. With this 2.13. Boom! Makes sense, right? Does it make any sense? I believe it does make some sense, right? So that is how, I can't spell this again, how we shall, I don't want to use we will, shall is stronger, grow from 343 to, okay, 343 to 2.13 in 5 years. Don't forget that even in that 5 years, you are not suffering. Okay, because you are making consistent exits, consistent growth on the market. You're not suffering at all. Okay, you are not suffering. Okay, that's a good part of this plan. Okay, so you don't have to suffer because you're compounding. It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense to me. So let me make this make sense. So I'm going to highlight this and make this, no, let me highlight this with color green. Then, yeah, makes a lot of sense now. Okay, so that is it. I believe it's making some sense to you. It requires strong boss, patience, patience, leverage, community leverage, Okay, it requires this. Okay, which other and what again? Okay, um, I think that strong bonds, patience, large risk appetites. Yeah, I hope I spelled that correctly. I, I know. So these are things that will be required to achieve it. So you have to check, you have to try and check these boxes. If you cannot check these boxes, I'm sorry, this is not for you. Okay, this is not for you. So within that period, you must have done multiple withdrawals to take care of the family, your loved ones. So you are doing it with happiness, happy mind. So if this leverage is not there, okay, let's strike out this leverage. If this leverage is not there, if you didn't take this leverage, let me strike this. Where is the format? Text format. Let me strike. So let me strike this. So if this leverage is not there, this is what will happen. Okay. So let's say you are growing 343, which is your capital. There will be problem. This is what will happen. You see, even if you are growing this and you are compounding at this rate, this is what you earn within 5 years. It's not bad. Okay, if it's not bad. Okay, because your investments have doubled in 8 months, right? It's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. Especially in African countries, you are retiring with this amount in the next 5 years. It's not bad at all. But to be honest, the leverage, I know it's crazy. So for those who don't want to like take that leverage, who don't want to take leverage, they can settle for down for this. Okay. But those who want to take leverage, the leverage, you can see the leverage helped us to multiply our output by times 20 in that same period. You get it? So to take you longer time, let's say maybe you spend like 10 years and still compounding, well, you are going to achieve some reasonable results too. Okay. You can say it says 10 million. But how many of you will wait this time? Nobody. So by the time you get here, most likely year or year, you say, man, I'm not doing it again. Okay, that I know most people. So this is the financial education we are talking about. This is the awareness that we are talking about. I hope this video will help you. Okay, so the link to join the Ijakadi community, to join the financial marathon channel and the group, all the links will be available in the video description and also the video comments. Okay, so if you want to start this month. Okay, and the good part is that we are going to be having like discounts, Black Friday sales for the algorithm next month. That will be in December. So you can even buy it ahead of time to save money, because if you miss that Black Friday, it goes back to the normal price. So if you want to enjoy 50% discount on the Black Friday, make sure that you join the Ijakadi Algorithm channel, join the group, join the financial markets, the financial marathon on WhatsApp, and also join Ijakadi community on session. Okay, if you want to qualify for the 50% discount, I will check all of these things before you are given that discount. All right, so that is it. I know this video is a little bit long, but come on, guys. I believe that it is worth it for you. So have a super fantastic day.